and welcome to an Insider's Edition to VSM Plus, the upcoming series. I hope you get it, or if you got it right now, fantastic. All right, now as you just saw in a bunch of clips right there, I show you a bunch of different places and types of establishments in order for you to start building database. You got to have database because the more you make, the more you make. And what that means is the more clients that you make, the more clients that you connect with, the more money you're going to make in the future. So this particular video is about how it is you actually enter these businesses and or enter these people so that you can build the relationships that you need. Because one of the biggest fears that people have going into this is there's going to be a huge interruption to the people that they're going to be talking to. And we got to get rid of that fear. Now the fact is you are going to be an interruption, but we're going to get rid of that because as soon as you get their attention, they no longer find you as a problem. So we got to make sure that we get attention, but we've got to follow a structure to be able to do it right every single time. So the structure we're going to use is something that we call S.C.U.B.A. All right? So each one of these, of course, means something different. So here we go. S, as soon as you go in, once you're fully prepared to go in, you need to deliver a smile. And I mean that has to be a broad smile, one that is sincere and one that matters and one where it's large and it's impressive and it's confident, because when people feel that type of smile, then they feel good about who they are and they feel better about their day, so they're willing to engage with you. That's critical. All right, C, you then must bring a compliment to the conversation. And the compliment has to be something that's also sincere, one that really matters to the person that you're speaking to. And what you have to do to make sure that you get a compliment that's truly sincere is that when you meet people for the first time, you've got to say, geez, what do I like about this person? What does this person really offer? And or what does this business offer, possibly? So once you get that in your head, and it's so easy to do once you actually ask that question, then all of a sudden it comes out. All right, and then the third thing that we have a U on here, and a U is use a referral. That means you're going to want to mention that somebody mentioned them or mentioned that person. Why? Because then there's credibility. Geez, people are talking about you, and when people are talking about you, that gives a sense of credibility to exactly what you're saying. All right, and then B is for bring a gift. Do not go to build relationships empty-handed. And I tell you, the best stuff to bring is you bring food items, donuts or bagels or coffees or, gizmo, gadgetry, chocolatey, whatevers, that type of stuff. People love it because they go, geez, they've really done something for me. But don't bring junk. If you bring something gourmet, something that matters, something you put effort into, okay? And the fifth thing we have to do is we have to ask a question. Now this question has to do with how are we going to be able to re-engage them the next time? How do we continue to build on this relationship? So let me just give you a quick example of what to do. All right, so let's say we've got a hair salon. That's one of the things that I showed you. These are great places to go into, by the way. And we want to enter into this business, and we don't know these people personally at all. So the first thing we do when we walk in the door is we're going to give them a big, broad smile, right? We're going to walk in and we're going to smile, like this, and we're going to make eye contact with people, and we're going to say hello, right, that type of thing, okay? So we got the smile out of the way, and then we're going to bring a compliment. When we bring a compliment, we could say something like, I just want to let you know is that you people have got the best reputation in town, is that everybody talks about you. They go specifically because it's like you've got the friendliest people whenever anybody walks in the door. So this is fantastic for me. All right, so once you give them the compliment, then you move on to the next thing. And so you say, oh, and by the way, Sue down at the Chamber of Commerce, she told me to specifically is that if I ever need a haircut or a trim, that this is the place I'm going to go. So I'm going to make sure I'm following her advice. And boy, she's right. This place is friendly. All right. So now that you've used a referral, and you say, and by the way, since I haven't dropped by in town before, I wanted to make sure that I brought you something a little bit special. So I brought you a box of my special gourmet cupcakes. Why? Because you're a bunch of wonderful people, and I just want to let you know how much I appreciate what it is you do here in town. And so now that you've knocked out bring a gift, then you moved on to ask a question. And the question could be, now by the way, can I ask you something? Is that who actually works on all the local celebrities here? Do you do that a lot yourself, or what happens? How does that work? So now you're asking about local celebrities. Or you'll say, oh, by the way, when could I get in next? Is it like a first come, first serve thing, or should I really set out an appointment like a week in advance, or what's the best way to go about that? Whatever you're going to do, you're going to ask for the next opportunity. Because let's say you ask about this local celebrities and you say, oh, geez, I've got to come in and see, the mayor or the actor from the show, whatever, So when you follow S.C.U.B.A, you all of a sudden get rid of all the fears that you have and you engage them in conversation, and then you move on to the next steps, which I lay out in VSM Plus. All right, I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.